Hi, everyone. My name is Jorge, and I am Director of Innovation in Practica, the company that is organizing the AI for Business Summit LATAM that will gather 15 speakers from 11 countries from Europe, Americas, and Asia. All of these worldwide renowned experts in artificial intelligence applied to the business world are going to share with us their expertise, latest trends, best practices, strategies, and recommendations for companies and governments to use AI. Welcome to this space in which we have conversations with our speakers. And today I am glad to be joined by Eva Dong, who is the lead of artificial intelligence monetization at Google Cloud. Eva, it's great to see you. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Jorge. Great to be here.
And Eva, to start the conversation, I wanted to share a little bit with the audience about your domain, right? Your expertise. Eva is currently the lead of artificial intelligence monetization at Google Cloud, where she advises Fortune 500 companies globally to deploy and scale large AI projects. And for more than a decade, Eva has been leading large data and artificial intelligence projects. First, in McKinsey, she led AI implementations across the globe in different industries and different geographies. Also, in Visa, alongside her team, she developed one of the first machine learning solutions to mitigate cybersecurity threats in the world. And this laid the foundations for the current security strategies in global payments. Eva holds a master's in financial engineering from the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. To start the dialogue, I'd like to share with the audience that your session is titled Monetizing Artificial Intelligence, a Practical Guide to Maximum Return and Profitability in the AI Projects. I was wondering if you can share with us a little bit more about what will the session be about and what are the main takeaways that you'd like the audience to take?
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Jorge, for the nice intro. And I'm very excited to meet everyone in Bogota in July. So as for my session, it's about AI monetization or value realization for AI. It has become like a more popular topic this year, I think, because the value realization or the return of investment of AI become top of mind for many enterprise leaders. So if you go back with me on the timeline a little bit, come to the end of 2022, ChatGPT was launched. So the industry and the public become very enthusiastic about AI all of a sudden, even though AI as a concept has been existing for many, many years. And especially people are very enthusiastic about Gen AI. So when it comes to 2023, all kinds of different sizes of companies and individuals are innovating. So the industry is in this innovation race. Everybody want to try the latest model. They want to adopt the latest use case, and they want to like do some kind of proof of concept. So what come with it was also inflated expectation. The technology is obviously great, but a lot of times immature, and especially immature for enterprise settings. So what happens in 2024 is the companies and start to see like implementation issues, integration challenges, and very importantly, they start to see after they invest so much money into AI, they're not seeing the proper return of it. So the industry become like very questionable and skeptical about like, is AI just a hype? And I think my answer is AI is not just a hype, but you definitely have to have the right expectation for it and know how to use it in the right way. So now we're in 2025. I'd love to bring like more and more people on this slope of enlightenment to have the right expectation of AI in the right setting and know how to release the power of AI to work for you. And that work for you could mean different things. It could be increasing customer acquisition. It could be growing revenue. It could be growing profit margins. For different people, it's different. So how do we think about AI for you in your situation using this value realization mindset is what I'm going to talk about in the session. I'm also going to showcase some use cases from Google Cloud and to show you at Google Cloud, how do we tackle this problem for our customers.
Well, thank you for sharing these insights, Eva. This definitely has been one of the topics that has been mostly requested by the audience of executives that will join us in July 10 and 11 in Bogota for the event. It's important to remember, and I'm happy to share that we are going to be gathering executives from companies and governments from all over Latin America in Bogota in the event. And to continue the conversation, I was wondering if you can share with us a little bit of color and insight into, in your experience, what are some of the challenges that companies face in that trajectory to achieve profitability in AI projects? Is there any common challenges that you have seen in your experience?
Yeah, I think the most common one I see is riding with the hype and not having the right objective and use case in mind. So sometimes I see customers come to us and say, hey, I see someone else release a PR news and they're using this type of Gen AI chatbot. Can I have that too? Oh, agentic AI is very popular. I see other people are adopting it. Can I have that too? The answer is yes, you can have a chatbot and you can have agentic AI. But I think the most important thing is like, what is your objective? Why do you need this AI technology? And two is the use case. Where are you going to put this technology into and how does it benefit you? And lastly, more on the value realization or the monetization part. If you adopt this, how much money is it going to cost you? How much value is it going to bring for your business? And therefore, what is the return of investment? So I think not riding with the hype is probably my biggest sharing with our listeners today. Instead, having the right objective, use case, and value projection in mind.
And it is, of course, not a secret that AI is revolutionizing industries, right? But many organizations are struggling to translate their AI investments into measurable business value. So, are you going to share maybe some specific examples, some use cases, some case studies of companies around the globe that you have worked with, um, that have implemented AI, maybe already faced and overcome some of those challenges and achieved their objectives?
Yes, of course. I'll be sharing several successful use case, mostly Google Cloud customers. So to shine a light on that, I'd love to share like how at Google Cloud we tackle value realization for our customers, and from that also our learning and takeaways.
Perfect. I think that is going to be very important. It's always great when you hear about the example of another company and you take insights from what happened to be able to apply it to your own circumstances, right? To your own situation. When we see a AI monetization, Eva, do you believe this is something that is only possible for big, large enterprises, or is AI monetization something that is possible and strategic actually for companies of all sizes?
Yeah, definitely the latter. I think it should be company of all sizes, even individuals too. I think what I want to talk about this like value realization mindset is that it should be for everyone, every use case, and every objective. So regardless how large or small your company is, regardless how much resources you have for AI, there should always be a return of investment. So maybe there's an economy of scale, right? So when you're larger size, you maybe have a better ROI, maybe in certain situations, but it shouldn't stop any company from any size to pursue the right ROI for yourself. And then there have been some really good ROIs I have seen on some startups because they're like very agile. There's like, 5 people using AI efficiently. They can achieve very, very good ROI, which is return of investment. So yeah, it should be for everyone.
Well, Eva, thank you so much for sharing this space with us, for sharing these very important insights that will be a little nugget for the audience to foresee what's going to be your session about and the experience in the AI for Business Summit LATAM. To wrap it up, I just want to ask you if there is any other comment or idea that you'd like to share with the audience of executives, again, from companies and governments from all over Latin America that are going to see you in Bogota in July 10 and 11.
Yeah, please register for the conference. I'd love to see you there and have a conversation about your situation. I think another common question I usually get when I talk to enterprise leader is value realization or monetization for AI. Does it mean that I could lay off some of my staff? And then my question is like, no, does not do that. You will have a better return when you keep your staff, increase their productivity with AI, and then have them work on something that you didn't have the chance to work on. In this way, you get more return. I think one of the quote I'd love to quote was from Mark Zuckerberg. So many people have also asked him, okay, so Meta as a leader of AI, competitor of Google, is also using like AI like a lot. Like, so are you going to lay off your Meta staff because your staff is more efficient with AI? His answer is no. And his answer is, with AI, I'll be able to do more that I wouldn't able to do. So for example, like for the app of Instagram and Facebook, they never had like a customer live agent. Like you can email them, you can chat with them, but there was never like a live agent could talk to you face to face, because that just based on the millions of users of Facebook and Instagram, that just purely impossible. But with AI, they may be able to do this and provide a better experience. So let's think if you're like a million Instagrammer on Instagram and you have some problems and you just really need urgent attention, maybe having a face-to-face agent could solve your problem and make sure it doesn't bring a lot of cost for the company. So I think that's the example I'd want to bring to the leaders. When you think about value realization or AI monetization, think about what can you can unlock, not what you can left out.
Well, thank you for spending these few minutes with us, Eva, for sharing these insights. We are very excited to host you in Colombia for the first time in July and really look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah, look forward to see you there too.